Let me ask you a question that might bend your mind. What if your entire life, the people you know, the memories you cherish, the pain you feel, even the voice inside your head was just an illusion? Not a lie, not fiction, but a well scripted, brilliantly immersive illusion. So perfect that you stop questioning it. What if you are dreaming right now and no one told you? Illusion is not about something being fake. It's about something appearing different from what it truly is. Think about a mirage in the desert. You see water shimmering at a distance, but when you reach it, there's nothing there. Now ask yourself, what if your entire reality is the same? What if your body, your name, your story, all are just the shimmering image and not the water? And what if the one who is seeing the illusion is your own mind? Everything you see, hear, touch, taste, or feel exists only because your mind interprets it. Your eyes don't see the world, your brain decodes light. Your ears don't hear sound, your brain converts vibrations. Your entire world is happening inside you. Think about it. You can only see your point of view, not anyone else. Why? Because you are living in a movie directed by your own consciousness. When you see a man passing by on a bike, you think of him for a moment. But once he vanishes from your vision, you know nothing about his story, unless you follow him, unless you become a part of his story. Why? Because he exists only when your awareness touches him. This is Maya. Everything appears only when your mind makes contact. So if the mind is the creator, then who are you? Adi Shankaracharya called this illusion Maya, the veil that hides the real. He said, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. The absolute is real, the world is an illusion. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, I created everything, I am in everything, and I am everything. He also says, the Atma is a part of the Paramatma, and when it merges back, life ends. This validates one of the greatest mysteries of Maya, that this life is a journey back to yourself. Surprisingly, quantum physics agrees. What you see as solid is mostly empty space. Atoms are 99.9999% nothing. Reality is built on vibrations, probability fields, and uncertainty. Even time and space aren't fixed. They bend, stretch, disappear. Your brain edits billions of bits of data every second to form a reality. So what is real? Only the awareness observing it. Let's go deeper. We created everything according to our wants. We created joy. We created suffering. Why? Because we can't even enjoy a meal without salt or pepper. We can't even watch a movie without suspense, love, thriller, comedy, horror. If we can't spend 3 hours without excitement, how could we create an entire life without it? So we created problems and we created solutions. We created people to love us and people to break us. We created haters and motivators. Every character you meet in life is part of your story. And all of it, every detail, is written by your mind. But we forgot that we are the author. We became the actor. And that's why we don't realize this is an illusion. So, what is the purpose of all this? Why would we create such a grand illusion? Because the mind wants to experience everything: joy and grief, success and failure, union and separation. As Krishna says, the soul has forgotten its purpose, and the very purpose of life is to remember why you created it in the first place. There's the secret. You created everything just to rediscover the reason why. And the moment you find that reason, the illusion ends. Maybe that moment is what we call death. You are not just a character in this story. You are the screen on which it plays. You are not the wave. You are the ocean pretending to be a wave. You are not separate. You are the very source. As Rumi said, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. But then you ask, if this is a dream, why does pain feel real? Why do we cry for a dead puppy? Why does heartbreak tear us apart? Because this illusion is designed to feel real. A dream without emotion is just emptiness. You feel pain so you can understand love. You suffer loss to realize presence. Every heartbreak is a crack in the illusion through which the light begins to enter. Let's visit some mind-bending theories. Plato's cave, we are watching shadows, not reality. Simulation theory, what if this is a game? Advaita Vedanta, the world is Leela, a cosmic play. Each theory says the same thing. What you think is real is just one layer. And one day, the illusion will dissolve. You will die. And maybe, just maybe, you will wake up. And you will remember, oh, I was the one who made this. Maybe you will laugh. Maybe you will cry. Maybe you will feel peace. And everything will make sense. So here we are, living in an illusion so complex, so beautiful, so painful, that we call it life. But life is not a straight path, it's a spiral. It brings you back to the same questions deeper each time. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the point of all this? And the answer is always the same, to find out. That's the purpose, to find the purpose. And when you do, everything ends. Maybe that's what we call enlightenment. Or maybe it's just death. Because everything you see is illusion. And the only thing that never lies is the end. Death is the only reality. And until then, this life. Just a beautiful, painful, brilliant dream. So dream well.